Hey, this is Eric Krasno, and you are now listening to Plus One, Volume 1, a collection from my podcasts. In this volume, we've collected some interviews with some of my favorite artists. I started the podcast in the beginning of the pandemic with the intention of connecting with some of my favorite artists to talk about music, culture, and what inspires them to create. You will also hear us talk a lot about how the world was affected by the pandemic as it was all happening in real time. We talk about what it was like to be locked down and how that was creating a new musical landscape that really affected how we create and appreciate art. I hope you enjoy these conversations as much as I enjoyed having them. Hey everybody out there in podcast land, you are listening to the very first episode of Plus One. I'm your host, Eric Krasno. On this show, we're going to talk to some amazing performers, entertainers, songwriters, producers, and people from all over the music and entertainment world. We'll talk about their creative process, life as a touring musician, their home life when they're off the road, and what generally inspires them to do what they do. You'll notice that there's a theme amongst these first initial episodes as they took place during a crazy time in our history. A time where the coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19, has actually forced us to quarantine ourselves and practice social distancing, which as a musician is really hard to do considering our daily lives consist of being around other musicians, being on stage, being in venues full of people, traveling on airplanes and buses, which is all very dangerous right now. So you'll hear a lot of the musicians on this podcast talk about how their daily lives are affected. In certain cases, what we can do to help support a lot of the people that are out of work. In certain cases, we'll hear about the silver lining, which is that we're all creating now and we're all hunkered down in our studios or in our houses, and which may force us to practice or write songs, or in certain cases find ways to collaborate with each other that we had never done before. We are by no means disregarding the severity of this situation. Many people sick, many people dying, some of which in our own musical community. But we're also looking at some of the positives that may come out of this situation. It certainly has made time for me to create this podcast, something that I'd been working on for a while, but now with this sudden downtime and being able to connect with other musicians that also were home, we were able to bring it to fruition. I'd like to give a shout out to Osiris Media, who has helped me put this together, and they also create a lot of other great music podcasts and events to help music fans deepen their connection to the music they love. I'd also like to give a shout out to 1111 Group and the Sweet Relief Music Fund, who both have been...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?